Let's get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to NorthStar. In this very exciting webinar, let me tell you that all your questions, all your doubts, all your apprehensions, or all the necessary information that you always looked out for a career, a beautiful career in the world of finance, management, accounting, and accounting. I'm here, your host, your guide, your mentor, and I am there to help you understand and help you decide. Remember, I'm only going to help you decide. Ultimate decision is always going to be yours, because I teach a topic called decision making, where I don't decide. I teach you how to take decisions. What are the different parameters on the basis of which you should be able to take decision? There is an information system also called decision support system, which helps you take quick decision, sharper decision, and more informed decision. My role here with you today is to make you take informed decision rather than go left because a lot of people went, go right because a crowd went to the right, and you do not know why did you go left or right. Here you should be aware, and I will make you aware whether to go left or right, and I, like I said, will help you take decision. So the entire webinar is about decision support information, wherein I'm going to educate you about all the goods, the bads, the positives, the negatives about some of the finance courses which you may be possibly looking out to pursue. My name is Irfat. I am a chartered accountant. I am a CMA. I'm a CIMA. In addition to this, I hold another 4 degrees in finance and management accounting. Very soon, I will be having 1/5 degree after I complete the licensing for it as well. I have been into teaching for quite long now. I've spent in the world of finance and management accounting over 2 decades, not just into education, teaching thousands and thousands of students in my long teaching career, but I have also been associated with corporates. My previous company, or my last company, was Shell, where I worked as a finance manager. So not just educational, but I also bring a very detailed or very long corporate experience with me. That's very briefly about me. Like I said, today I'm going to keep this webinar very engaging. It is all about you. It is all about what you wanted to do and what information you are seeking today. So like I said, keep answering a lot of questions and I will address them. But like I said, I'm going to tell you a lot about so many other professional courses and how do you decide between them. I'm going to begin with some of the questions that you have put in. First thing, how do you take decision? Finance 101 means there are 101 courses today in the world of finance. Not exactly, but just there are many courses in the world of finance. Question is, how do you choose between them? Now, remember, if you are aspiring for multiple qualification, like something like I have done, there is nothing wrong. There's just nothing wrong. It is all about choosing a particular line of career. Means you cannot do engineering, and after doing engineering do research in biotechnology, and then after doing research in biotechnology get into medicine. Then no, you are not traveling in a right journey. Maybe you are going this way, then you are going this way, then you are going this way, then you are going this way again. You are going in 3-4 different directions, and you are not going in one straight direction with one clear objective in mind. Bottom line is, if you are looking for multiple qualification, is it advisable? Answer is, it is 100% advisable, and it is always good to go for it because of the competitiveness today. The entire system has become so competitive that if you are just having one qualification, it is going to not give you that right growth that you have always been looking out. Forget without qualification. without any certification, without any qualification. If you are looking for a very incredible growth and journey in your life, this is certainly going to be very challenging, because the good positions are going to be grabbed by those certified and qualified. What are you going to get? Unfortunately, the leftovers. And I very strongly believe none of you want that. When you do not want that, you have to work for it. The question is, from where do we start? That's a very important question that I'm going to answer today in this webinar, because like I said, there are hundreds of courses in the world of finance and management accounting. How do you choose between all the different professional courses? Let me tell you the first thing. Whenever you go for the first qualification, any certification, qualification, always keep in mind that this is the first, which means this is certainly not going to be the last. First thing, this is the first qualification, certainly not going to be the last. This is the first thing you have to keep in mind. If you think this is the first and the last, your growth is never going to be like this. It may be like this, or it may be like this, but it is never going to be like this, because you are trying to run your professional life with one qualification for the next 30 to 35 years of your life. You are trying to run based on one qualification. It's like you bought a car today and you want to use it for the next 30 to 35 years, the same car, without proper upgradation, maintenance. Is it going to work? I don't know. And even if it works, you definitely cannot go on a long drive on those cars. And if you land up going, you are going to get divorced because the number of times it is going to break down in the long journey. So bottom line, what I'm trying to tell here is, the first course that you choose is very, very important. Why it is very important? Because there are a lot of courses in the finance world. You have to choose it very, very deliberately. Now, when you choose this, what are the factors? Or when you choose between so many courses, what are the factors that you should always keep in mind before choosing the first one? Like I said, only the first one. The second, third, fourth, how are you going to progress? I'm going to talk about that. This has to be a very smart move. Very, very smart move. Why? Because this is the first time you are getting into the world of finance and management accounting. If this choice is done very smartly, it is going to bridge a huge knowledge gap for you, on the basis of which you can go for any number of courses later in life to have a better and faster growth. It will bridge all the necessary knowledge gap in the world of finance. But to bridge this knowledge gap, what are the important things? How do you choose? Or how do you choose between so many? Let me give you some parameters to help you decide. What is the first thing that you should think about? Let me listen from you. What is the first most important thing you should consider before choosing? Suppose I give you many courses, 5 courses or 10 courses in the world of finance. What is the first thing that each one of you would think? See, each one of us are different. We may think differently. Let me understand from you, what is the first thing that you want to consider before choosing a course? I want to hear from you. So once you say, I'm going to write it as point number 1. Once you say, okay, somebody has said growth aspect, accounting, time duration, okay, investments, future prospects, duration, difficulty. Where do I see myself in the next 10 years? 10 years you want to travel on one course? It's not a great idea. Areas of interest is most important. Financial modeling, okay, future opportunities. All right. Now I will tell you what is the first thing that you should look at before choosing a course. First thing is how much time is it going to take? How much time is it going to take? This is the first thing that you should think about, because you know how much time you have to invest in your studies. Suppose I say choose. This is the bestest course. Bestest, there is no such word, but let me use it for now. This is the bestest course on earth. This is going to give you a lot of money, but it is going to take 8 years. It is going to take 8 years. Most of you, in fact 99% of you, will not choose. 99%, as per me. Will you choose a course which is going to take 8 years from today, or 7 years, or 6 years? Most of you will be like, no, I don't want. This is the bestest course. Let me tell you, bestest, very good course. But most of you will be like, no, I am definitely not doing this. Then I add, okay, it is not going to take 8 years. It is going to take 5 to 8 years. 5 to 8 years. And there is almost 10% chance that you will pass. 10% chance you will pass. Now tell me, will you choose it, or you will be like, I not very sure? Again, yes or no? Question mark. Again, question mark. Bottom line is, most of you, at least if somebody says this to me, I'm going to think multiple times about it. So bottom line is, first, you have to clear your mind. How much time is it going to take? Do you have that much time? Do you have that much time? First thing. Second is, what is the investment? How much do I need to invest in this? It's like, I know BMW is an awesome car. I know BMW is an awesome car, but I don't have money. I don't have money. So there is no point thinking day in, day night about BMW car. It's like one student came to me and he said, sir, I have given interview in 4 places, but I am very confused which one to join. I've given interview in 4 places. I'm very confused which one to join. So he said, I have given interview in EY, I have given interview in KPMG, and 2 more small firms. And he's asking me, sir, I'm very confused which one to join. So suppose X, Y, Z and A, B, C. Which one will you tell? Which one will you tell? Suppose I tell you, which one do you think I should have told? So my answer to him was, many of you will say, KPMG or EY or something like that. My answer was first you answer my question. Which of these firms have given you offer letter? Have given you offer letter? He said, sir, so far none of them have given me offer letter. And I said, then why the hell are you thinking? Why are you thinking which one to join? First, you should get the offer letter, then you should think. You have not got any offer letter and you are like, sir, which one to join? I'm like, no one. First, wait for offer letter. Suppose these 2 firms have given you offer letter, then you have the right to choose. Then you have the right to choose. Suppose this one has only given offer letter, then why are you thinking again? So the point here is, first, I am confused between so many courses, but the first thing is, think about the time it is going to take. Second, do you have that much money to invest today? Do you have that much money? If you have that much money, then it is fine to think. If you don't want to invest so much money right now, because money is not something that we are plucking somewhere, we are investing in ourselves, there is no confusion at all. You can eliminate some of the very, very expensive courses today. You can eliminate for now. Eliminate does not mean that I'm never going to do. Eliminate means now, right now, I am not going for it. Later, I will go for it. We are never eliminating anything permanently because we want faster and better growth for ourselves. What is the third thing? Anyone who wants to talk, what is the third thing that we should consider before we choose a professional course? Third thing, very, very important. Let me hear from you. Like I said, I want the class to be very engaging. Let us answer, engage, and get answered. Yes, very important thing is interest and attitude. Let me talk about interest. Does it come within your interest? Very important point. In fact, it is the first time I am including interest. Very good. Returns. I think each professional courses are going to give you returns. Each professional courses are going to give you returns, but let me include returns as well. Anything else? Future scope. Okay, future scope is there. Anything else? Something very important, I'm not able to hear so far. The passing percentage. Passing percentage. I did not hear this. Very, very important point. What is the passing percentage in these professional courses? Anything else? Placements. If you are doing a professional course, you should not worry about placement. You should just not worry about placement. I don't know why students today have started thinking about placement. We never thought about placement at all, because we knew if we complete, if we pass, we are going to be hot cakes in the market. We are going to be very hot in the market. Placement is a foolish term that we are thinking about today. B-commerce should think about placement, not professionals. Not professionals. If professionals start thinking about placement, then B-commerce should, I don't know what should they think about. They'll be like, what should I do in my life? I have nothing. So I don't think that's a thing that you should think about, because job opportunities in the world of finance is huge. It's huge, much more than supply in India. Much more than supply in India. The demand is massive. All right, let me talk about this. Next one is duration of the course. Duration of the course. Next one, since we have added more points, next one is what is the number of subjects that you need to study, or number of papers. What are the number of papers that you need to study? All right, so based on this, I want you to decide. For example, some of you say that I am already working, I am already in my MBA, I am doing BCom, I cannot dedicate 5 hours. I cannot dedicate 5 hours of study time. Should you join that course? Answer is no. Any course that is going to need 5 hours, you should not, because you do not have 5 hours. You know it. So first thing is time. Do you have time, available time? How much? At least 2 to 3 hours. Any course on earth will require 2 to 3 hours. Less than this, it is not going to be possible. 2 to 3 hours of study time it requires. Investment. How much money do you have to invest in your career? This is not expenditure that you bought a birthday cake and gave it. This is an investment which you are doing in your life, and you are going to enjoy the benefit for the rest of the days in your life. So this is not expenditure. This is huge investment that you are doing in yourself. Interest. Do you have interest in the world of finance? Do you like doing that? Whatever you are trying to learn, do you want to focus more and more, get deeper and deeper? Are you looking for good returns on investments? What is the passing percentage that it has? Because all of us are not, at least I am not Einstein that I can pass any exam. No. So first I have to understand what is the passing percentage. Do I think that I can pass with that much passing percentage? Passing percentage can be 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, 55. Do I think that I can pass within that passing percentage? Next is, what is the duration of the course? Is it going to be 1 year, less than 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? How much time is it going to take? Because if I am looking out for an opportunity, if I'm a graduate already, or if I'm working, I cannot invest 3 years, 4 years, and then get a qualification and then search for a job. I cannot do. I want opportunities to come to me at the earliest. 2-3 years is way too long a time. Way too long a time. I cannot wait for next 3 years to pursue a qualification and then look out for opportunities. Next is, how many subjects are there? How many subjects are there? Will I be able to take it through? Let me ignore two or a couple of points. First is, I'm sure all of you will join a qualification based on interest. So I'm ignoring interest for now, because of course, if I don't have interest, why should I do something? Next is returns. Every professional qualification is going to give you returns. Every professional qualification is going to give you returns as long as you have completed it. As long as you have completed it 100%. If you do not complete, no matter whatever you are doing, if you do not complete and leave it at 99% also, it is not going to give you returns, and it is not going to give you any recognition. If you do not trust me, I can give you many examples wherein there are people who have done something really big, but they could not complete it, or they have not completed it as on date. The returns are not there. The recognitions are also not there. Simplest example from the world of accounting and finance I can tell you is CA. CA. There are two guys. One is CA and one is CA Final. Anyone who is from CA background, can you tell me, are there both returns are same? Returns are same or similar? Is it similar, same, or very different? Can you tell me returns? Returns means the salary, the package. Are the salaries same, similar, or very different? In my opinion, being myself a chartered accountant, it is nowhere close at all. It is nowhere close. Now, can you tell me, will you agree with me that a CA knows, CA final almost knows as much as a CA in terms of knowledge? They almost have very similar knowledge as a CA. In my opinion, 100% yes. In fact, they may have more knowledge because they have struggled with CA final 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts. They have studied everything. They know everything. Just that they are not a CA. In terms of knowledge, they have the knowledge. They have the knowledge. They have the experience also. I've seen many CA final students. They have excellent knowledge and excellent experience, much more than a fresher CA. But what about recognition? Are they recognized by any corporate as a chartered accountant, or as a very knowledgeable person, or somebody who should be paid very good salary? Answer is unfortunately, no. A CA will be very highly recognized, but a CA final just does not get any recognition. It just does not. In fact, an MBA finance gets more recognition than a CA final, even though a CA final, in my opinion, carries more knowledge. You may not agree with me, but I am in the profession. I know what is the syllabus of MBA finance, and I know what is the syllabus of CA. So CA final carries more knowledge in terms of at least a fresher MBA and fresher CA final, but they are not recognized at all. And MBA finance is much more recognized because he has completed it. He has completed, or she has completed it. So point here is not targeting the sky and not reaching to the sky. The point here is your target can be this, and if you have accomplished, you are successful. Your target is this, you have accomplished it, you are still successful. Your target is this, and you have reached till here, you are still not successful. You have not completed. It is not going to be recognized anywhere, no matter how much knowledge you have. And that goes true with every qualification. You may be wanting to do IAS, civil services, you have completed the prelims, you have completed the mains, you failed the interview. Are you an IAS officer? Answer is you're still not an IAS officer because you have failed one level of the exam. So point here is, whenever we are talking about anything, please remember, completing a course, no matter how big or how small it is, completing is the key. If you have not been able to complete, no matter how big it was, it is unfortunately not recognized anywhere in India and across the world, no matter how big or how small it is. So let me eliminate returns, because as long as you have completed a professional qualification, opportunities are in abundance. You should not run behind placements. Companies will be running behind you. All right. And that I can very confidently assure you, companies will be running. I have never got any placement, but I have never ran out of opportunities in my life. All right, because that's how hot we are as a finance professional. So C is the passing percentage, D is the duration, and number of subjects is another very important factor that you must look forward to. Now, considering this, you have to choose your qualification. Any course that you want me to fit in and compare for you, so that it can help you decide Anything that you want me to put in here in these 5 parameters and compare and tell you. So I have started BA Economics in 2000, so I wanted to hear from you. I can explore professional qualification, choose the right alliance with the subject, economics and career in finance. Okay, fine. So one student has told me CMA USA. Okay, very good. Next one is CA. All right, I'm going to talk about this. Then somebody, Sanskriti says CPA. All right. Then somebody says CMA and CPA. All right. We are going to talk about this. MA in finance. MA in finance or MBA in finance? All right. All right. We'll take ACCA. We'll take ACCA. All right. So I think I have taken 4 courses. I think I have taken 4 courses. One more if you want, I can take. One more if you want, I can take. Okay. Let me not disappoint Bharat. I'll take CFA as well. I have taken CFA. So these are the we are talking about professional courses. We are not talking about regular college degree like BCom, MCom or BCom or MCom. We are not talking about this. Enrolled agent is a very, very small course. Enroll agent CIMA. Okay, I will talk about CIMA. IFRS is again a very, very small courses. These are diploma courses. Diploma in IFRS. FRM. I wish I can take FRM here, but I will talk about FRM. But let me compare 5 first. All right. Let me compare 5 first. Enroll agent, I will talk about it. I will talk about it. Certainly, I will talk about it. So FRM and enroll agent, these 2, I will cover it up. Fine. Let's go with one by one. Now, what is the time required? CMA USA, I am going to tell you what is the time required. CA, you have to tell me. I have got a lot of CA background students. You have to tell me. But before I make this comparison, let me tell you, this comparison is only about choosing a right course for you. This is not about which is superior, which is inferior, which is good, which is bad. No. In my opinion, each one of the professional courses are awesome, provided you have, tell me that very, very important word. Each of the professional courses are awesome, provided you have, I want that word. Let me hear who says that word. Provided you have completed it. Yes, you have completed. Each of the professional courses are awesome, provided you have completed it. So this, whatever I am talking about, it is only about to help you choose. It is not about superiority or inferiority of a course or, put one up, put one down. No, 100% no. That is not my intent, and that is not what I want from you. All right, let me come back to this. Now, CMA USA on an average, when I say on an average, it includes almost every kind of student, very smart, intelligent, average student, weak students, everything included. It takes approximately 6 to 9 months. 9 months. Very, very high, it will take 12 months. Very, very high, it will take 12 months. But within 6 to 9 months, most of the students are able to pass the exam. CA, if I tell first attempt, it is going to be 5 years. Somebody said 3.6 years. 3.6 years is, I think, 0.001%. All right. And that is almost not possible. But on an average, it takes 5 to as high as 8 years. It takes 5 to as high as 8 years. 5 years on a lower side and 8 years generally on the higher side, provided they have completed. If they have not completed it, then it remains infinite for many students. So this CPA takes on an average 12 to 18 months. 12 to 18 months. Now, ACCA takes around 36 months. Around 36 months means around 3 years. You can say around 3 to 4 years it takes. CFA now, because of the change, CFA takes a little lesser, but otherwise earlier CFA exams were happening once a year. Level 2 and level 3 were happening once a year. Only level 1 happens twice a year. But now, because of the COVID and all, so many exams got cancelled, and now the level 2 exams are also happening twice a year. But is it so easy to pass each level exam? Answer is definitely no. It is not easy to pass all the papers at your one go. So on an average, I have seen students taking CFA around 4 to 5 years. This is on an average I have seen students taking, because passing every paper at first go is definitely not going to be easy. These are average numbers. You may always meet a student who may have passed at much lesser time. You may also meet a student who have not passed at all. All right, so both are there, or who have passed at much longer than what I am mentioning. These are average numbers, because I presume, or I believe I'm a very average student. I keep myself in mind when I'm telling you these numbers. All right, like for example, CA, sir, did you pass in 3.5 years? Answer is no, I did not pass in 3.5 years. 3.6, no, I did not. All right, sir, CPA, how much time did you take? Did you pass in just 6 months? Answer is no. Of course, in 6 months it was not happening. CMA USA, how much time did you take? So each one I have taken a different time for myself. Now, what is the investments that you want to do? Investments on an average, CMA students, for CMA, it takes around 1.3 lakh, 1.30 lakh to 1.5 lakh, 1.30 lakh to 1.5 lakh. That is the average investment that it takes after considering lot of discounts and offers that we give, or many other institutes sometimes give. So considering all that, it is going to cost you around 1.3 to 1.5 lakh. CA has 3 levels: the foundation level, plus the inter level, plus the final level. If I consider all the 3 levels, it is going to cost you at least 3 to 4 lakh in total. If I consider the coaching, the tuition, the books, the everything, because I have included everything here, I need to include everything here. So it is going to cost 3 to 4 lakhs, but only difference is you have to pay in 3 levels. First, level 1, level 2, level 3. That is what you need to pay. CPA on an average cost you around 4 to 5 lakh. Exams are in India now. So if you are doing everything properly, everything you are passing at first attempt, then it is going to cost you 3 to 4 lakhs in total. All right, 3.5 to 4 lakhs in total. ACCA also cost you around 3 to 4 lakhs. 3 to 4 lakhs it cost you. CFA cost much higher compared to all these, and easily it is going to cost much more than 4 lakh, provided you are passing in every attempt without any confusion or without any doubt. If you are passing at every level, 4 lakh it is going to cost. Otherwise, it is going to cost much higher, because exam fees for CPA is very high. Exam fees is very high. So this is about the passing. So based on first 2 parameters, I'm sure many of you may have been able to decide or eliminate. Best thing is, don't jump into which one you want. First, do the elimination. Which one you think it is not going to work for you based on the time or based on the investments. Now, not able to decide, no problem. Let's go on to the third criteria, passing percentage. What is the passing percentage for each one? So here the passing percentage is between 45 to 50%. 45 to 50% international average global passing percentage. If you ask about NorthStar has a very incredible passing percentage for many of these courses. So I'm telling you, international global passing percentage. CA at the foundation level, passing percentage is roughly around 20%. At the inter level, it is roughly around 15 to 18%, and at a final level, it is roughly around 14 to 12 to 14%. So at each level, the percentage of passing is different. Percentage of passing is different. There is no data issued by IMA to understand which is the first timer, which is the second timer. There is no such data. This is the passing percentage which is issued. We don't have any records as per IMA how many is first timer and second timer. We don't have. NorthStar has that record, but IMA does not have. So I can't tell you at a global level what is the first timer passing percentage. Next, about CPA. CPA has a passing percentage of approximately 40 to 45%. It has passing percentage. In simple words, ACCA approximately has around 50% passing percentage. Again, I can say between 40 to 50%, 40 to 50% passing percentage. CFA has a little lesser, again, depends upon the level. Each level has approximately, you can say, around 35% as a passing percentage, covering all the three levels of CFA. So these are the passing percentage of each of these professional courses. If you look at these passing percentage, you will find that almost globally courses have passing percentage above 40%. Generally, you can exclude this, but otherwise it has a very incredible 40% is a very good passing percentage. Sir, why not 100%? Why not 90%? Come on, these are professional courses. These are not BCom or MCom that you went inside the college and you certainly know you are going to come out as a graduate. Here it is not so, unless you have really worked hard, unless you have achieved it. It is not going to work. But before I forget, let me tell you, I want all of you to stick around with me, because at the end I'm going to give out a very important piece of document which is going to have some of the very detailed information about professional courses, about complete details about one professional course. Which one? You have to tell me which one are you looking for. But anyways, so we are going to give out a very important USCMA. Fine, we'll give out a very important document for USCMA in this webinar. All right, it will be a very important document which is going to have a complete end-to-end information about USCMA. All right, fine. Next, duration. I think we have already talked about here. This is time. This is okay. Let me just interchange this. Let me write here duration and let me write here study time. All right, and at the same time I'm going to give out my colleague is going to share the WhatsApp group here in this, because some of you may have internet connectivity or any challenge. I don't want you to wait till the end, or you may miss out due to internet connectivity. So my colleague will share the WhatsApp group link. You can join that WhatsApp group link. In case you want to know anything that I am not able to answer today, my colleague will certainly answer all your doubts or all your confusions, all your this. So Padma, please share the WhatsApp group so that we can all join together and we can discuss in case we miss out on any point. Next is, what is the study time that you require? On an average, CMA requires 2 hours of study time every day. All right, 2 hours of study time. You put it every day or you put it every 2 days, howsoever you are comfortable. But on an average, it needs 2 hours of dedicated study time. CA, I don't want to tell you about CA because I don't want to frighten you. Anyone who wants to tell me how much study time CA requires? In my opinion, or when I was studying for my CA, I think it required infinite study time. In my opinion, I think it required infinite study time. You put 2 hours, you will feel, oh, I have to put more. You put 4, you think, oh no, I have to put more. You put 5, 10, whatever number of hours you put, you keep feeling that, you know, you need to put more. You need to put more. That feeling never goes out of mind. At least anyone who agrees that it is almost infinite, or after putting 5 hours, are you satisfied? You have studied so much now there is no more requirement to study, or do you still feel that, you know, you need to study more? So at least I felt it was always infinite as per me, but it's okay. On an average, it requires a good amount of study time. CPA, in my opinion, it requires 2 to 3 hours of study time. 2 to 3 hours of study time. ACCA again requires 2 to 3 hours of study time. In fact, it requires a little higher than 3 hours, little higher than 3 hours. And CFA depends upon your background. If you are coming from, if you have the basics, fundamentals of finance and management accounting clear in your mind, it will take less. Otherwise, definitely it is going to take 3+ hours of your daily study time. On an average, this is the time that it requires. Now, some of these courses requires higher study time because you do not have these backgrounds. You may not have in-depth background about accounting, in-depth background about management accounting, finance. If you do not have these in-depth background, then some of these courses, for example, CPA may take little longer in case you don't have that. ACCA again, and CFA definitely it may take much longer if you don't have. If you want me to include FRM also has it takes around 3 hours because it has a lot of papers in it. It has a lot of books, in total 5 books for part 1, almost 4 books for each part. 5 books is a revision, and then so on an average you are studying almost 8 books. So 8 books definitely is going to take much longer. In terms of FRM, because some students were requesting, it has 2 parts, right? But exams happen twice a year. So the time duration increases and it takes approximately 12 months plus. 12 months plus because twice only exam is happening. If you miss one exam also, one more 6 months gets added to this. That's the only challenge there. Now, coming to the next one, number of papers. CMA has 2 papers, part 1 and part 2. So it has 2 papers, part 1 and part 2. CA has how many papers? CA has 20 papers. 20 papers for CA Foundation, CA Inter and CA Final at each level. At foundation level, there are 4 papers. At inter level, there are 8 papers. And at final level, there are 8 papers. If you want to think about company secretary also has 3 levels: the foundation, the executive, and the professional. All right, and that also has very similar number of papers like CA. CPA has 4 papers. The FAR, audit, regulation, and one more, which is the one more: FAR, audit, regulation, and business environment and communication, called BEC. So these are the 4 papers in CPA. The good part is the CMA syllabus and CPA syllabus are very well connected. It's very well connected. Whatever you are studying in CMA, everything you are going to study in CPA also. Everything. Means you can say, if you have passed your CMA, then it is very likely and it is going to be very smooth journey for CPA, because almost 40 to 50% syllabus of CMA is covered in CPA. 40 to 50% syllabus of CMA is covered. In simple words, here 2 papers you are going to study. These 2 papers are also there in CPA. So you get to cover remaining balance another 50%, because these 2 papers, if you have already passed, you've already covered, you've gone 50% in CPA also. That is why many students, you'll find thousands and hundreds and millions of students going for CMA, passing the exam, and then opting for CPA, because they think, and what they think is actually right also, because they understand CPA is going to be much simpler and much faster. And that is why I told you CPA is going to take as low as 12 months. In fact, it can take much lesser than 12 months. It can be done in even 9 months. If you are coming from a CMA background, it can be done in 9 months also if you are coming from CMA background, because 2 papers of CPA you must have already studied. The remaining 2 papers is what you need to study. In fact, more than 2 papers. How? For example, FAR and BC, you must have already studied in CMA. You must have already studied in CMA. Full thing you would have studied. And one more paper, audit, you must have studied in your BCom. In your BCom, or if you are coming from CA background, you have studied audit in your school, in your college. Sometime you must have studied. If you have studied, this is going to help you, because audit around the world is very similar. Audit cannot change. It is around the world. It is very, very similar. So you will have good knowledge of auditing already. Or if not good, basic knowledge of auditing, you must be already having. If you have done BCom, if you are coming from science, then yes, this can be a challenge. The only new subject that you will be having to study is REG, R-E-G, regulation, which is a tax paper of the US. This is the only new paper you'll be studying, because tax is not covered in CMA. It is not covered. All right. So what does BC cover? BC covers costing. It covers concepts of finance, financial accounting, and reporting covers accounting. But the beauty here is CMA covers IFRS and it also covers US GAAP. It also covers US GAAP. But CPA covers only US GAAP. It only covers US GAAP. It does not cover IFRS. So here you are going to learn IFRS also. Do you need to do diploma in IFRS? You can do in case you wish. But as far as knowledge is concerned, you don't need to. You can do it for certification in case you want to. But that certification is also possible without much training required, because you will know IFRS through CMA. Will you know US GAAP? Of course, you will know US GAAP, because both IFRS and US GAAP is covered in CMA. But like I said, in CPA, only US GAAP is covered. What is US GAAP? These are accounting language of US, and IFRS is the accounting language of the world. Does India follow IFRS? Answer is yes, of course. Indeed, India follows IFRS. Does India follow US GAAP? Yes, US-based companies operating in India, they also need to prepare their books as per US GAAP. For example, name all the US-based companies working in India. They all have to follow US GAAP also, in addition to IFRS. All right. So both are very much relevant in Indian context. ACCA. ACCA has 13 papers. It has 13 papers. It has again 3 levels. First level has the first 3 papers, and then next level has 5 papers, and the next level has 4 papers. So 3 plus 5 plus 4. These are the 3. Am I okay? 3 plus 6 plus 5. Many students will say 4 plus 5 plus 4. Whatever the breakup is, this is the official breakup from ACCA. But many students say this is the breakup, but it's okay. Ultimately, it comes down to 13 papers. If you are a BCom, if you are already qualified or passed your BCom, you are exempted from the first 4 papers. In CA also, if you are a BCom, you are exempted from the first level, which is foundation level. Same thing in ACCA, you are exempted from the first level, which is 4 papers. And then remaining 9 papers you have to write. But there is also a way out here through our integrated program. I'm not talking about integrated program, because that I'm going to talk about in the next webinar in detail about the integrated program. Then comes your CFA. If you are looking at CFA, if you have a lot of money to invest, you can look for it today. But in my opinion, I generally do not advise students to jump into CFA immediately, because it requires a lot of time, it requires a lot of patience, and it requires a lot of investments. Investing so much money today and waiting for 3.5 years or 4 years is way too much. That's way too much. You may invest money and you may expect returns right now. You should get a qualification which gives you a good job, good opportunity, good placement, good company to work with. Not that you invest the money today and wait for another 3-4 years, get a qualification, and then you begin your journey. It is not a very advisable way to plan your career. Why? Understand, CMA you can do after passing your class 12. After passing your class 12, you can do. CA also you can do after passing your class 12. CPA, you need to have 120 hours of credit, means you should be a BCom plus something more like CA interpassed or MBA or MCom, something more, or diploma. If you are only a BCom and want to do CPA, then you have to enroll with us, which we call it as a bridge course. We offer bridge course wherein you get the necessary credits. US works in a credit system. In BCom, you get 90 credits and you need another 30 more credits to pursue CPA. So many students, if you are just a BCom, you cannot immediately start your CPA. You need 30 more credits, which we provide through our various diploma courses. ACCA, you can begin immediately after class 12. CFA, you can begin only after BCom. Only after BCom. FRM, you can begin. There is no such crazy restriction there. Now, compared to all this, why do I generally not recommend this? It's not that CFA I'm against. No, not at all. Like I said, it's a very, very good course, but it takes a lot of time. If you have to do it after BCom, imagine after BCom, another 4 years it is going to take. It is going to take a lot of time. My advice to every student is, when you want to pursue CFA, first get some qualification in hand, grow your career, and simultaneously, once you have succeeded, simultaneously enroll for CPA, even CFA. Even if it takes longer time, it's okay. You have the patience because you have already got something which is helping you grow faster. So this is my chart. Does it help? Can I know from you, does this help you choose a right professional qualification for you, or does it not? Let me know if it helps. If it does not help, I am fine. I'm perfectly fine. If it helps, let me have yes. If it does not, then let me have no. It's perfectly fine. I will come up with more things which can help you decide what is what, how much time it will take, what is the best. If you still have a confusion, I am more than willing to help you. How do you come out of that confusion? Because remember, the most important thing is not starting. That is not starting. Most important thing is starting and taking it to the end. Because if you don't start, there is no question of ending. And if you start and don't pursue, there is no success. So the important point here is starting and pursuing. Now, how do you ensure that you do both, start and complete? Only under one situation, where you know what you are getting into. You know, you have clarity in your mind. Where are you taking your career? Where do you want to reach that? And that is what is my objective, to tell you about each one of it end to end, at least how much soever I can tell you in this very short webinar. In how many countries US CMA works? It works in 140 plus countries. 140 plus countries. Or for example, if we tell about each one of these courses, we have students from many countries. For ACCA, we have students from countries. For CPA, CA, we have students from India and from Dubai. Some of the students for CMA, we have students from 34 plus countries. We have students, so it has a huge acceptance along with this. Can I do CMA along with MBA? Answer is 100% yes. You can do CMA along with MBA. You can do CMA along with BCom, BBA. You can definitely do it. After CMA, how many papers for ACCA? After CMA, you will have 6 paper exemption for ACCA, or you can, after CMA, you can go for CPA or you can go for ACCA. If you are going for ACCA, you are going to get 6 paper exemption for ACCA. All right. If you are going for CPA, CPA has only 4 papers. That's all. So there is no question of exemption. Sir, are part 1 and part 2 divided into subjects? No, they are not divided into subjects. They are divided into sections. They are divided into sections. I will share one piece of document wherein you will be able to know how does it, or if you want me to, do you want me to take anything, certified financial planner? I'm so sorry. We have almost ran out of time to take it today, but I will certainly ensure that I talk about certified financial planner in the next coming webinars. After CMA, in my opinion, after CMA, the next best option is CPA or ACCA. In my opinion, this is my opinion, CPA or ACCA. There are many of our students who have passed CMA and today they are pursuing CFA. There are many students who have passed CMA and are pursuing CFA today. Can you pursue FRM? Answer is yes, you can. Now, let me tell you two things. One very important thing, the syllabus of CMA. The syllabus of CMA. Do you want me to cover in little depth? Do we have credit hours for US CMA for appearing CPA? No, credit hours, you don't have to worry. We will give you the sufficient credit hours through our diploma programs. Do you need any articleship? Answer is no, you don't need articleship. Okay, I have the slide for CMA. If you want, I can take you through the slide for CMA, or if you want me to take you through some other slides, I can take you through some other slides as well. But I don't have, what I'll do is, if I cannot, what I'll do is I'll share with you this very important document, CMA exam guide. I will take you through this document called CMA exam guide, which will give you a complete end-to-end knowledge about CMA. It will give you a complete end-to-end knowledge about CMA. Will that help you? All right, so I will share in the group. I'll share in the WhatsApp group. Please join the WhatsApp group. I'm going to share in the WhatsApp group. You will get complete information about CMA. That document I'll share. But before that, let me just take you through CMA, since many students wanted to know about this. It's a certified management accounting program. It is approved by the IMA, which is Institute of Management Accountants. It's a 100-plus-year-old body in the US. Very recognized body, not just in US, but across the world. Why CMA? It is the highest level of certification in management accounting. It has a very strong recognition across the world. The job opportunities in this is very high, because CMA qualification includes knowledge of accounting, it includes knowledge of finance, it includes knowledge of costing, it includes knowledge of auditing, it includes knowledge of budgeting. So it includes a management accountant must have good knowledge of all these areas. And that is why CMA gives you that knowledge and gives you that background, gives you that basic that you can use to pursue any qualification on earth in the field of finance and management accounting, because it will give you that incredible knowledge. You want to pursue CFA, after this you want to pursue CPA, you want to pursue ACCA. For example, let's say about ACCA. Will CMA help you? Answer is 100% yes. How? F4 paper, F5 paper, F7 paper, F9 paper, P4 paper, P5 paper. All these papers are there in CMA. All these are there. Financial management, performance reporting, performance management, both the papers are there. Financial reporting are there. Advanced performance management is covered in CMA. Advanced financial management is covered in CMA. Management accounting paper is covered in CMA. So even if you want to do CPA or ACCA, both are going to be good for you, because you already have a very strong basics for all this. What is management accounting? It is used for internal management of the company. Whatever the management need for decision making. For example, they need MIS. All right, they need, what is MIS? MIS is like a statement which you prepare only for internal usage. For external usage, we call it profit and loss account. All right, so MIS for the company, budgeting, reporting, costing, pricing, decision making, all these are management accounting area. Career option, it has a very, very incredible career option. You should never be looking out for placement in this when you are choosing any of these qualifications, because it has huge opportunity in the market. Will NorthStar help you in placement? Answer is 100% yes. 100% yes. In fact, we don't have to help you. We just need to send you for interview, and that's how it is going to be, because you are skilled. You are not going as an unskilled person. You are going to be skilled person. It has two parts, like I said, financial reporting here, and part 2, financial decision making, which names are a little confusing, but I will talk about it. How to become a CMA? You need to register with IMA, and you can go for a self-study program, which we offer, or you can go for a comprehensive training program. Both the options are available. You want to go for self-study, we have a complete package for self-study. You want to go for a comprehensive training, we have complete package for comprehensive training. Whether you are a science background, commerce background, arts background, do not worry about it, as long as you are excited to explore the world of finance. I am going to be there, and I am going to take you through. We have many students who are engineers and who have successfully completed CMA. In fact, one student, yesterday the results got declared, and we got an incredible result. We got 79% result yesterday, and one of our students got 480 out of how much? Out of 500 marks. 480 out of 500 marks. All right, so this is a crazy result. This is the highest ever accomplished marks. All right, so far this number was not accomplished. It was 470, 475, around those numbers it was. That was the highest. So 480 is how much? I think it comes as 96%. In CMA, this much marks has almost been impossible. All right, so it's a very crazy marks that our students have got. 420, 430, 450, 480. These are the numbers that our students have scored in the CMA exam. How about exam? Exam is an on-demand exam. Means you want to write exam on any day of your choice between these 2 months. Answer is you can write the exam. You want to write exam in May or June, you can write on any day of your choice. Similarly, September, October, any day of your choice, you can write the exam. All right, so it is an on-demand exam. Is CPA also on-demand exam? Answer is yes, CPA is also an on-demand exam. Means any day of your choice, you can write the exam. Requirement for CMA certification, I will it's very simple. You need to be completing your class 12, and after passing class 12, you can go for CMA. Once you pass your CMA exam, part 1 and part 2, you have to submit 2 documents. You have to submit your graduation certificate. After passing, you have to submit your graduation certificate, and you have to submit 2 years of work experience. 2 years of work experience. If you already are a graduate, no problem. If you already have 2 years of work experience, no problem. But in case you have just passed class 12, you don't have any work experience, you don't have to worry at all. You can submit this document by 2029. By 2029, you can submit these documents. So you have a lot of time to submit these documents. We are sitting in 2021. You have so much time to submit these documents. So don't worry about this. How do we create amazing passing percentage? We start our classes with back to basic, covering everything. In fact, we have provided a lot of basic classes for accounting, which are very helpful for non-commerce backgrounds, because when they join, they don't know a proper accounting, they don't have finance knowledge. We give them all that knowledge. Many students are from commerce, but they had long gap, and because of long gap, they don't remember so much. So we start all our classes from basics. Comprehensive training, everything 80 to 90% we will be covering. In our classes, not just 80 to 90% means every practical concept, every theoretical concept we are going to cover. There will be very small portion that you will be required to revise, all right, or you will be required to take care. Otherwise, entire syllabus will be 100% covered from our side, and all that you need to do is a revision. Not just that, we are going to solve 500 plus MCQ questions and 100 plus case study questions in the class itself. All right. Not just that, with NorthStar, you get NorthStar's own study material as well. In addition to study material that you will get from US, which is GLAM Publications, which is the oldest publications in the world for CMA. In fact, the first book published for CMA was published by GLAM. Pocket Classroom, we are the only partner in the world which came up with a Pocket Classroom concept. It's a very unique concept that we came up first time in the world, through our NSA application. NSA has a mobile application which can be downloaded through the Play Store or through Google Play, and every content can be accessed through our mobile application. All that you need is a headset. So do you need internet for it? You even without internet, all the content can be made offline, and you can watch all the content. It will also show you how much you have completed, how much is pending, how much you have completed, how much score you have got. It will also show you all that details. So it's very, very easy and smooth to run through these mobile applications. You can run it through your tablets as well. Be always exam ready. There are going to be many tests that we put, so that you are always constantly writing tests, appraising, or becoming aware of the real life situation. All these questions, whatever you are going to face here, these questions are also tested in CPA, also in CFA also. Very similar questions are tested because the world of finance remains the same. So syllabus remains very similar. Of course, questions are also going to be very similar. NSA's unique feature, we have a scoreboard feature wherein each time you write the test, it is going to be monitored. You are going to see your performance, and all that we want is your performance to go up and up. So you constantly know how you are performing, how much you have already covered, how much more to be covered. All that tracking systems are available in our mobile application. All right, my colleague will put the mobile application link. So there are some of the free courses also. There is a free experience class also in our application, so you can enroll for a free experience class. There is a fundamentals of accounting, which we call basics for CMA. There is a basics for CMA course also, which is available for free in the mobile application. So you can go through these content. It's completely free for you, and experience yourself. 100% syllabus coverage. Like I said, we are going to cover everything for you. End-to-end support, right from your registration, your exam booking, your exam date scheduling, your placements, your end-to-end, your transcript submission, everything will be taken care by NorthStar team. All that you have to do is focus on studying and passing the exam. I've already told you, after passing class 12, you can pursue your CMA, and this is a small question answer round in case you have some question. But before I forget, these are the numbers that I want you to note down. And okay, fees, if you want, I can tell you in roughly around 2 minutes more. I will tell you about fees and salary of a CMA, CPA, CFA. On an average, these professionals earn the starting basic salary on an average is around 4 to 6 lakh. That's a starting basic salary of a CMA. CPA also has a starting basic salary of around 5 to 7 lakhs, you can say. CA also has a very similar starting salary. So on an average, starting salary remains very uniform across the different professional courses. It's very uniform. Between 1 or 2 lakh may change. Starting salary in Dubai is very high, very high, almost 2 to 3 times Indian salary, almost 2 to 3 times Indian salary, almost 2 to 3 times. All the salary that I'm telling is per annum. So in Dubai, if you look at it, CMAs earn much more than 15 lakh salary, much more than 15 lakh. So that's about it. That's about it. Any age requirement for CMA? Answer is no. There is no age requirement for CMA at all. There's no age requirement for CMA. Let me take you through the last part, wherein, since some of you asked me what is the fees, let me give you one offer for today. One offer for today, since you have asked me about this. Let me tell you fees for CMA and add with it some offer for use, so that it becomes exciting and it becomes rewarding. All right, but I'll take another 5 minutes for you. CIMA coaching, yes, we provide an integrated program for CIMA as well. We provide an integrated program for CIMA as well. CMA plus CFA is a good combination. Answer is yes, it's a great combination. It's a great combination, but CFA you should pursue after you have completed. Along with that, it becomes a little challenging. So let me take you through the exam part of it. CMA plus MBA is a very good option. We are, if you want to know about that, we are tied up with Jain Online. We are tied up with Jain University. So if you want to pursue, BCom or MCom or MBA, BBA or MBA, I'm not going to take much time here. If you want to pursue this, we have an integrated program. We have an integrated program with CMA. So CMA plus any of these 4 courses you can choose, and if you, the day you pass your CMA, we will give you exemption in 9 papers of ACCA. 9 papers of ACCA, we are going to give you exemption. If you, the moment you pass your CMA plus any of these 4 courses, if you choose, the moment you pass your CMA, we are going to give you 9 paper exemptions in ACCA. Means you have to write only 4 more papers in ACCA and you will become an ACCA. You'll become an ACCA. Not just that, we are going to give you exemptions from exemption fees. So you are going to get a 90,000 rupees advantage here, because for getting 1 paper exemption, you need to pay exemption fees. How much is the exemption fees? Around 10,000 rupees is the exemption fees for 1 paper. We are going to give you 9 paper exemption worth 90,000, wherein we are going to waive this 90,000. It is only available for our integrated program. I'm having a webinar next week for this integrated program with Jain University next week. So I'm not going to talk about this, but in case you want to pursue MBA or BCom or BBA or MCom, you can always connect to our team and they will help you understand the integrated program. I have come to the last part of this. So what is the passing percentage? On an average, CMA earns good salary, very good salary they earn. So there's no doubt about it. Let me just take you through. Let me take you through syllabus, external financial reporting, internal controls, technology and analytics. Very amazing topic. Planning, budgeting, forecasting, cost management, performance management, professional ethics, investment decision, risk management, decision analysis, corporate finance, financial statement analysis. All these are amazing topic. All right, what is the passing percentage? So you need to get 360 out of 500 marks. So you need to get 360 out of 500 to be declared passing, to be declared passed. All right, what is the passing percentage? If you look at it, approximately 45% is the passing percentage. All right, this is declared. This is all global level passing percentage. So very, very good passing percentage. Uh, last piece. We will share this document. Please join the WhatsApp group. We will share this document in the WhatsApp group so that all of you can have access to this document. This is the last part of today's webinar because many of you wanted to know how much does it cost to do this. So there are two categories in CMA. One is a student category and one is a professional category. Student means you are undergoing any kind of integrated program with NorthStar, or you are pursuing any BCom or MCom or MBA program with anywhere else also. Full time you are pursuing, that is also fine. So you are considered as a student, otherwise you are a professional. If you are a student, you have three fees: membership fees, entrance fees, and exam fees. All the three included, your total cost becomes $849. This is the amount that is payable to IMA. If you are a professional, you have to pay $1,325. But for student, since they are undergoing full-time education, they may have lack of time. Sometimes they may not be able to plan when to write the exam. We add another 39 plus 39. We add 2 more years of membership so that they get time to write the exam. So this fees become $927 and this become $1,325. This is the total fees that you need to pay to whom? To IMA, which is an examining body. All these exams are going to be conducted by them. In addition to $927, which needs to be paid to IMA, $1,325 has to be paid if you are a professional. So anyone who is undergoing any college, you are at the best time to do, because you have to invest only this much money. Whereas anyone who is a professional, whether you're working or not, if you are not a student, you are a professional, you have to pay $1,325 to IMA. Why is that fees different? I have no idea, because maybe professional earns, they can afford to pay higher. For student, there is a discounted price. Next is the books, which comes from the US. GLAM is one of the most recognized publisher. This was the first book published by GLAM for CMA. So it's a very, very renowned publication when it comes to the CMA program. This book, you can buy it online directly from GLAM, or you can go to GLAM website and buy it on your own, or you can buy it through us. Anything is okay. It costs you $999. So this $999 here. So this comes along with the software, So $999. Don't worry, I have come to the last point where I'm going to give you an excellent offer for the batch starting 15th of November, which is just tomorrow. There's a batch starting on 15th of November, just tomorrow. So I'm going to give you an excellent offer for this batch, because it's a last moment, and I'm going to give you an excellent excitement. So this together becomes $927. We have not included our training fees in this. So $1,926, 1,325 plus 999, it becomes $2,324. All right. So this is the total investment multiplied by 75 rupees per dollar. So your total investment becomes how much? Your total investment to IMA and GLAM books becomes into 75, it becomes 174,300, and here it becomes, don't worry, I'm going to make it much lesser for you so that it becomes affordable. But without comparison, it is much cheaper than CPA, CA, CFA, FRM. You compare with any course, it is going to be cheaper. Here we add NSA training fees. Remember, NSA training fees is 49,900. 49,900 for both parts of CMA. Both parts of CMA. Many places I've seen students getting confused. Somebody has told 40,000 and people are like joined. Later they realize it was 40,000 per part. 40,000 per part. So I don't want to tell, it is both parts of CMA, 49,900. So what does this include? This includes NSA books, NSA's own books. This includes NSA mobile application. It includes your online live training, online interactive live training. It includes GST. It includes domestic courier. It includes lot more. It includes many tests. It includes your support. It includes everything on earth that you can think of that will help you to pass this exam. Together with this, your entire cost of CMA becomes, don't worry, I'm going to make it much more affordable. Like I mentioned, 194,350, and here it becomes 49,900, and here it becomes 224,200. This is the total cost of doing CMA. But like I promised, I'm going to make it much more affordable because it's a last moment joining. It's a last moment for this batch, and this is the last admission we are taking for this batch. So how much? Remember, without NorthStar training, your fees is 144 and 174 without NorthStar training. With NorthStar, it is this much. We are going to make it much cheaper. With NorthStar training, we are charging 126,900 with NorthStar training. This is without NorthStar training. Only books and IMA fees. Means suppose you want to join and go alone directly. Go to IMA website, pay the fees, you will pay this much fees. Go to GLIME website and pay for the books, you are going to pay this much amount. In total, you are going to pay this much without training, without examination, without mobile application, without everything. But with us, with the training, you are going to pay much lesser than this also. Much lesser than this also. Because we are an approved partner with IMA, we are an approved partner with GLIME. We deal in huge bulk, and that makes the entire thing affordable for all our students. Does it include IMA fees? It includes IMA fees. It includes NSA's training, which is at a very hugely discounted, and which includes GLIME. So it includes everything. It's a complete package. You don't need to invest $1 more than this. $1 more than this, you will not be required to invest for completing the entire CMA. For professionals, it's going to be $149,900. Rupees. This is the amount it's going to be. It includes membership. It includes everything. So if you look at it without NorthStar, you are going to invest this much money on your CMA. With NorthStar, with coaching also, you are going to invest much lesser here also and here also. We have done this for ACCA also. We have done this for CPA also. We have done this for every professional course. We give out a huge corporate discount or to make it much more affordable for our students. I hope this saves a lot of money, which you can invest in next professional courses. Instead of 194, it is going to save you at least 50 to 60,000 rupees that you can invest in next professional courses. So that's all I have today. You can connect me on LinkedIn. I would request all of you to connect with me on LinkedIn, because in LinkedIn is an amazing profile where I put out content, where I put out things that is very relevant for many of you, for financial professionals. It's very relevant. I keep putting out those contents so that it can help you choose this LinkedIn profile. My colleague will share membership. It is not mandatory for you to renew your membership. It is not mandatory at all. It is up to you. You want to renew it. You don't want to renew, don't renew. It's not mandatory at all. LinkedIn profile, I'll shortly share. My colleague has just shared the LinkedIn profile. You can connect to me on LinkedIn because that's the best platform wherein we connect and we talk, we interact. In case there is something needed, I am more than willing to help you, to guide you, to take the right decision to have a brighter career. Remember, whatever you decide, be conscious about it. Keep yourself informed about it. I am going to be the trainer for you. I have trained hundreds and hundreds of students, whether you choose CPA, ACCA, CIMA, CFA, or anything. As long as it is about finance and management accounting, those papers exclusively will be taken by me. Whichever course, as long as it is finance and management accounting, my core specialization lies in finance and management accounting. And if you want to know about me, who I am, you can just go to Google and type my name, M. Irfat. Just type my name, M. Irfat, and Google will tell you many pages about me, about who I am. You can read about me in Quora. You can. I run a CA class also where I teach CA Final students. So I'm quite known for that as well. CA Club India, there are many profiles. You can go through my YouTube channel also. There are a lot of search on Google about me, about my classes, about my final classes, about my pen drive classes. So as far as teaching is concerned, I am quite experienced in this. But I specialize in finance and management accounting. That's a core area that I teach in CPA also. That core area I teach in CMA also, in every other professional qualification. I teach that core area. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. You can join the WhatsApp group, and like I said, you will remain connected and we will share the document. Please go through it. And the last point, which I may have missed out, you can go for download the application. Link is already given in the WhatsApp group also. Link will be shared. And do you need to pay the entire fees? Answer is no. You need to just pay 10,000 rupees as application fees. 10,000 rupees as application fees, and the remaining can be converted into a no-cost EMI. The remaining fees can be converted into a no-cost EMI. All right, so you just need to pay 10,000 toward application. The remaining fees can be converted into an EMI. All right, and it's a no-cost EMI. You don't have to pay any interest charges. It just comes up with a processing fees. It comes up with a processing fees. There's no interest. It just comes up with a processing fees of 2,500 rupees processing fees, a one-time processing fees. That's all. And you can go for loan for 3 months, 6 months. You can go for your EMI option. You can go for EMI for even longer if you want to go. Then it comes for 6 months. There is no interest. If you go for a longer, it attracts a small interest component. But otherwise, for 6 months, there is no interest. EMI will be somewhere approximately around 10 to 12,000 will be the EMI. All right, depends upon how many months you have gone for EMI. What is the average salary for a CMA and CFA after 5 years? It is going to be a lot of money. You will have to, Anshul, you will have to contact me to keep your money. You will have to contact me to keep your money. It is going to be a lot of money with CMA and CFA together. All right, and I will be there. Don't worry, I'll be there definitely to help you out. Keep those money safely. All right, guys, and that's all I have today in this webinar. I hope all of you enjoyed and found this webinar really helpful. Can I have a yes or no, guys? Very solid yes, small yes if it found really helpful, big yes if it was actually really helpful for you. So any question that I have not been able to answer, please connect to the WhatsApp group to ask my colleague, and they should be able to give you the answer in case I have missed out anything. Is ACCA better than CMA and CPA? Like I said, I'm not going to compare which is better. I have given you all the parameters, and based on that, you should choose. I am not here to judge because I have done many things, and I advise always everyone do multiple qualification because that's going to help you grow faster. Which is better, that you have to decide for your own self. But whatever it is, if CMA or ACCA, anyways, the other thing also you can add later. So why to look for better? Look for sequence. That is important. Don't look for better. Look for sequence. Which one should I do first? Which one should I do next? Which one should I do third? Because every 2 to 3 years, if you are adding professional qualification to your name, you will grow 3-4 times faster in your life. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next in the class or sometime in the future for my other webinars and in the classes for some of the courses that you may choose to pursue. Till then, bye-bye. Have a great evening and take care. Thank you so much.